Why's this damn microphone thing keep popping up? There we go.
Oh,
And
shit.
we are live.
Sir.
Oh my god. Okay. So, what is good, everybody? It is your boy Nikolai Capone, and today I have joined. I have Retro joining me. He's to my right. Y'all see the
What's
name
up?
tags, man. If y'all don't know
Yeah.
the usual cast by now, sheesh, man.
This
I
ain't
don't
your
even
first
know.
time here.
Yeah, this ain't especially with the name tags now. So
Mm-hmm.
it
Yes,
looks
sir.
good. It's like right below Retro, right above King Jackson, right above you. Like it looks good. Anyway,
Yes, sir.
got all my co-hosts. Retro, if you could start us off with the first topic, let them know what's happening.
Well, before we start with the topics, I just want to say it's been a while, and we back, and we got a lot of
Yes.
shit to cover. A
Yeah, we
lot of
got a
shit is
lot of
popping.
stuff. That's
So,
true.
y'all are gamers. And I just want to know from a gamer standpoint how y'all feel about Netflix coming out and saying that they're going to do an Assassin's Creed TV show after they came out with this disastrous movie about what 2-3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
As gamers, I just want to know how y'all feel about this new Assassin's Creed show and the direction that y'all think Netflix can go with it.
Me personally, like, so I already kind of knew it was gonna be bad, so I actually didn't watch it at all, and I just waited for the reviews, and the reviews kind of said exactly what I was thinking, so
I mean, look,
I just didn't
I
even
played,
bother.
I played the first two Assassin's Creeds, and I was like, solid game. Then I got to like three, I think, and I was just like, this shit. And all they did was like repeat the same game like over and over and over and
Yeah.
over, with very minimal changes. And I don't know, man. I didn't watch anything about it. I didn't. It couldn't keep my interest enough. It's just not that great of a. I said what I said. Boo me if you want to.
Well, I think like I said, like you said, I did like the 1 and 2 though. Like those were actually kind of fire, and then it was just a repeated process over and over, and it just
Get to the damn story already.
I don't know. My favorite one is the Rome one.
well, of course.
Well, think about it. They brought in the battle system like they did a Shadow of War in Mordor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yes.
right. That's right. So
I love
that's a valid
Shadow.
reason. I
Yes.
thought.
Well, Well, I just want to know, like, how do y'all feel like because instead of the games and the movie that we got, like a TV show, they can actually build out a world, and like y'all said, they can recreate that 1 and 2 feeling for y'all that y'all initially had when y'all first went into Assassin's Creed. Now, with that feeling of 1 and 2, they could possibly build that out to 4 or 5 seasons. And how do y'all feel about that?
I'm excited about it. I mean, I love what they did with The Witcher. I love that show. The Witcher was a great show. I'm ready for season two. I played a couple of the Witcher games. I'm not a huge fan of the games, but they were fun. Uh, it was great. I'm excited, and I think you're right. Each season will be kind of like the games. Like season one will be about the game one, season two, game two, season three will be the pirates, season four will be a different era.
I
I'm
hope it
actually
did.
excited for it. I mean,
Uh, I don't know. I hope it doesn't actually do that because I feel like with the whole character changing and doing it too fast, it's gonna lose people's attention. Like shoot,
Really
our
though?
yeah, but you can't.
yeah, because average audience attention span is already like 3 minutes at most. Like you think
Okay,
Exactly.
people,
so
but you
so
think
let me
people are gonna like
let me
be
let
able to
me
do it like that?
let me
Like
throw something out there. Doctor Who is one of the longest running TV shows of all time, and the character switches up every few
Mhm.
years. Listen, it's possible. The formula's there. You can do it. Assassin's Creed, if they can do it right, the formula is there for
Yes,
them to do it.
yeah, I
but
mean, but to switch it from one season to the next like really
okay,
fast.
but are you going to be
Eh,
happy if you have three seasons of the same story of the
yeah, if it's
same era?
Ezio, 100%,
You
Ezio's
you
fire.
can only do so much for in each era. I mean, you can't make it a 7-season show about one. You could probably barely even make 2 or 3. So
No,
you're going to
well,
have to change it up to keep
that's what
it
I was
going. And you're right.
saying.
The attention span is so small that the change of character and the change of story is what's going to keep them interested.
But the thing is,
As long as they keep the same actors.
The thing is, I think it needs about like 2 or 3 seasons of each individual character. Like if it's just one season, then he goes to another character, another season, and Ezio's a fire character. It would honestly be a shame to like get rid of him like in the next season. Like it wouldn't like it's literally the character. Like when you think of Assassin's Creed,
Altair was
instantly,
cool as fuck. What you mean, bro?
huh?
Altair was cool as fuck. What do you mean?
Altair, that's who it is. That's who I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, and I feel what you mean, but the footwork is there for all of this to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
They just got to pull it off. I mean, there's plenty of shows that have main characters and seasons and stories switch up. I mean, look at this season of Fargo. Season 4 by far is the best season of Fargo, and you got Chris Rock. You got this amazing cast. Like all I'm saying is, you can actually go in and do Assassin's Creed the way that a lot of these anthology shows are doing. You can make an anthology. Not every season is connected. Maybe towards the end it may be, but you go in a different journey with your own assassin, and you find the assassin that you love throughout the show.
Yeah. I mean, American Horror Story's done it every season, and love it or hate it, the show's gone on for a while because it does have people who love the way they do it. And it only takes one season to tell a story.
And you're right. It does. If you have the right amount of episodes, you can tell one story in a season, and 10 episodes is good.
Yeah. Now the problem with Netflix is a lot of their first seasons are like 6 episodes.
Now
a lot of them are short.
American Horror Story is a good show. So like, let me rephrase that. So there's like the first 4 seasons are okay. Like the Murder House Asylum and Coven is great. Like
great.
I feel like after that, like they just started going off the rails, trying to do these like different side stories, and like Hotel was okay. I haven't finished it, but like I haven't watched anything. I haven't gotten anything past Hotel, and everything after that, it's just whack. Like it's bad acting, it's bad stories, and it's just like they just generate in that American Horror Story merch. Like
it turned into Glee.
Not
yeah,
Glee.
except
well, I mean, some shows aren't supposed to go on for 8, 9 seasons.
No.
Sometimes either you die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah.
Or a bad show.
Yeah. I think a villain is basically.
But now, like, we are speaking about shows, and a lot of things are coming out about TV shows recently. But I want to know something about a superhero. How are y'all feeling about Oscar Isaac being cast as Moon Knight?
I'm cool with it. I mean,
I'm down.
That didn't really sound exciting from nobody.
I mean,
Moon Knight's a schizophrenic like nut who like runs around doing weird shit in Egypt and like doesn't know who he is half the time, and like, but he's like a badass. Like he's a complete like he's like up there with Wolverine and just like those dudes that you just really don't want to fuck with, and like, but I think it'd be really interesting to see Oscar Isaac try to pull off like this like deranged person and like see if he can actually like have that range,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Which I'll give that to you. Sorry, I was just giving that to Jackson, like to give Oscar Isaac something to go off of to actually build his career on. Something with that 2 split personality type of thing. We've never really seen him do that. I mean, you kind of seen him reach into the dark side with Ex Machina, but not too much. So I agree with your saying on that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Who would have been actually a really good actor? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be a good actor. Like, as far as what's his name, Isaac. as it goes. I don't know if
Oscar.
he's gonna fit this role. You know what I mean? Like I don't know because personally I haven't watched anything by him. Like personally.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm excited for the movie to be made. Yeah, but
yeah, I personally have not heard of the actor at all, to be honest.
exactly. So I was just
Sure,
now
is
looking to
it?
see what he's been in, and I
I
I've
may
seen him
have
in
watched the
X-Men.
movie. Yeah, I'm about to say I may have watched him in a movie and I don't know about him. Let me see.
Oh, Dameron. In Star Wars, he's inside Llewyn Davis. He's the creator in Ex Machina. He's the dad and driver. He's Oscar Isaac. He's the hottest, one of the biggest actors right
He's one of
now
the
that's up and
hottest.
coming. He is. He's one of the
I've
most.
never heard of him.
I mean, this man is fantastic. I mean, if y'all seen the new Star Wars movies, he plays Poe Dameron.
Mhm.
How do y'all not know?
Besides,
I got his
Wait,
helmet.
what? Wait. He plays Poe?
Yes.
That's Poe. That's Oscar Isaac.
What?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, I forgot.
okay, but what else have you seen him in, Nick?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I'm not hating on him. I mean, I give him
He
the
didn't
chance.
but he didn't make like a crazy performance that made me remember him. Like
Go watch Inside Llewyn Davis with him. That'll blow your mind. He's such a great actor, and I agree with Jackson. Like, you're gonna give him something to really dive into. You're giving him that chance with like James McAvoy when James McAvoy did Split and Filth and just a lot of actors that can dive into that. But to be honest with y'all, who I think could be Moon Knight other than Oscar Isaac?
Michael B.
Shia
Jordan.
LaBeouf.
should
Shia
just be that
LaBeouf.
dude from Split, to be honest. Like,
James McAvoy.
yeah,
That's
is that who it
James
is?
McAvoy,
Yeah.
man.
I don't
That's
know
correct.
names. I barely remember KGs, and I see him every day.
But let's look at this. Okay, so he played in X-Men as Apocalypse, right?
Yes.
His acting in that as Apocalypse was critically less desirable.
That
To be
was not
fair-
his fault. That was the
To be
makeup's
fair,
fault.
yeah, I'm about to say
That was the makeup, and everybody was turned off by the makeup and
that
judged
was
his performance.
Ooze.
That's true,
He
but
did not do that.
I think he had
nobody
really
liked
good
him.
potential. I think he had great potential to be Apocalypse, but I think the way that they wrote that shit ass movie prevented him from reaching his full
Thanks.
potential. Like, I want to know, like, what universe or like what comic books people read that said you can beat up Apocalypse with a bunch of steel fucking girders. Said nobody ever. That man would have
Ivan
wrecked
Ooze, bro.
everybody's shit.
That was Ivan Ooze. That was not Apocalypse.
Had to get off my soapbox. Talking down on my boy Apocalypse, making him look like a chump.
Yo, hey, I ain't going front. They did make him look. He went out bad, man.
yeah. But then again, and then he also played in Ex Machina, like you said. Now I remember the movie, but I never watched it. And from what I heard, nobody liked it. It flopped critically. And
I
in the
like that.
box
shit.
office.
Actually, did not flop critically. Ex Machina is a cult classic movie of this generation.
Okay,
Just
cult
saying.
classic
Keyword
is not-
cult.
Cult classic does not mean it did good. It means it's got a small, very fucking loyal following.
So what that means is that the film world was not ready for those type of endings, and that movie brought a type of ending that now that y'all get, that people get, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so ready for it." That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. It was. Hey, I like the movie.
Cause look, all I gotta say, listen. The audience 5 years ago now wasn't ready for things that are coming out now. So things that are coming out now were coming out 5 years ago. Y'all were critically saying were shit movies. But guess what? Those movies are darker, and y'all are saying they're amazing now. That's all I got. I've been saying this for years, okay? I have been saying. Listen. Y'all been talking about all these movies are ass, and guess what?
I'm about to get them.
They're getting get me. Come on, let's go.
Oh, no, finish.
Listen.
What you got?
I'm listening.
I don't want to bring it up, but all I'm saying is everybody shit on the DC universe, And guess what? Y'all
Oh
cried
my
enough. Y'all
god.
cried so much. Y'all cried. We cried so much. But guess what? Guess what? We got the Snyder cut coming. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? It's gonna rock y'all socks.
Okay, I'm glad you bring up DC because that's what I was waiting for. It's about time Marvel showed DC how to do Batman.
Whenever the Snyder Cut becomes the highest grossing film of all time, we'll talk. I said what I said.
I just
He's
said.
about, he's
I just
about to
said.
break his damn computer.
He froze.
I'm gonna fight both of
No,
them.
he didn't freeze. He didn't freeze. It just looked like it.
There's a
I'm about
reason
to freeze.
Endgame is
I'm about to
number
fight
one
both of them.
I had to throw that out there to fuck with him.
What did you say?
Endgame.
I kind of wasn't paying attention for a second. I was making sure everything was
Number
running
one
good.
box office sales worldwide. Avengers Endgame. Let's see the Snyder Cut do that.
Okay, so the Snyder Cut won't technically be able to be a movie because it's a short film or a short and limited whatever TV show. Y'all know what the fuck I'm trying to say.
Wait,
Listen,
like a one-off?
well, they're gonna have 4 episodes. It's gonna be episodic 4 because it's gonna be 4.5 hours long.
But it's going straight to HBO. It's not going to be in theaters, so they don't have the chance to bring in the money that Avengers did. I'll give you that. It's going straight to HBO. Yeah, they're not going to. Well, I don't know. They may play it in theaters. I doubt it, but.
No, it won't be able to bring in the money that Avengers brings in. But listen,
That's wild.
y'all keep talking about this bringing in the money that Avengers brings in. Listen, DC did it with a one villain, with the Joker, and look, it was a one-off. Y'all had to have so many movies to build up to start getting billions. And guess what? The Joker did it one time and got an Oscar in the same fucking year. Don't come at me about fucking DC haters.
Marvel set it up for movie theaters for superheroes. Marvel set the stage for superhero movies. So Joker has Marvel to thank for it.
Did they? Did they? Because you had Batman '89, you had Batman
no.
Returns,
I'm not
you
saying
had
they did it
you had
before.
Batman Forever,
Yes,
and yes,
they did
Batman
it
and Robin was
before.
ass.
They did it before, but they didn't do it as good.
Why do you do it like that?
But also, let's not just give the Avengers their credit. I'm not even gonna stay on DC. For one, the one person who built out the universe for us technically first was Blade. So don't come at me. You know what I'm saying? Wesley Snipes, Blade. He was there for.
Why does it always go back to Wesley Snipes? Why did like every conversation just goes back to Wesley Snipes every time?
Hey, that's all.
Say what, Jackson?
I'm starting to get worried. I think he's going to shoot me. Let's move on to the next topic. I'm pissing him off too much.
No, I want to hear what Jackson was saying about Blade.
What were you saying? Yeah,
I was like, Wesley Snipes fumbled the bag, and that was basically it.
Oh, I mean, you ain't lying. Like,
facts.
I mean, hey, you know, all that tax evasion.
I don't know if they can caught it. If they caught it, you know, because he didn't get very far.
That's fucked up. Now, since we are on technically Batman type of subject, we will talk about fucking Travis Scott's Halloween costume.
Hey man, hold on. Hey fucking man, hold on. Let me find it. I'm gonna let the fans see it. You know what I'm saying?
Roachman,
for real. Hold on, I'm about to.
Hershey chocolate Batman.
Yeah,
brown man.
Wait, what is it when you know when they're like, oh, you know, can I have Batman? Can I get some Batman? Wish. Yeah. No. When they're like, oh, you know, I want to get the Batman toy. Oh, we have Batman toys at home. Batman toy at home.
That is the Batman toy at home.
No, for real.
That's the Batman toy you bought at the dollar store because you couldn't go shop at Walmart.
No, that's the fucking toy you get at
No, have you seen the Power Rangers at the dollar store? Holy shit.
Oh, okay. So
that costume that Travis Scott had was
I'm showing
going
the
back
fans.
to going back to Zack Snyder, that Batman costume is the Zack Snyder test outfit for Night Owl and Watchmen in 2008. And Zack Snyder even said, "Hey, put that shit down somewhere."
You gotta get rid of that.
Trash.
That may have killed his career because of that fucking costume. Like, I don't think there's not one person that defended him. Like, oh well, the suit's not that bad. It looks like he rolled the
it
suit.
was so bad, dude. It was so bad. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know for that one. I really don't.
The cow was okay.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to.
The cow, but the cow had a gap in between the shoulders. It looked weird.
It did look weird, and he thought he looked so fucking fly.
Yes.
I know he did. He was like, "Yeah, bro, I killed this shit."
It was cool in theory, you know. Its execution was not executed the way he thought, and he ended up looking like he looked like great value, Batman.
The pants. My man's pants. They weren't even fully leather. They look like costume pants.
I'm showing them right now.
All this money.
I'm putting it right on the screen. Look at that.
Yeah, you're right, Jackson. With all that money, he orders it from Wish.
Damn, y'all wrong.
Yeah.
Y'all are wrong.
My boy went out sad, bro. He went out sad, bro.
When he put that suit on and looked in the mirror, he should have knew. I'm not taking no goddamn picture.
Nah, he put on that suit. He's like, yo, I'm fly as fuck. I'm Batman this Halloween. Nah, no, he came as a fucking roach man. Like, come on.
Yeah. Fucking horrible.
But speaking of Halloween, I mean, I saw Jackson on Halloween. He came through the Halloween party. We had a good time. You know what I'm saying? How was y'all's Halloween? I haven't seen or heard from y'all in a while. I mean, what did y'all do for Halloween? How was it for y'all? I mean, I know it wasn't as bad as Travis Scott's.
Yo, when you guys show, hold on, before we get into that, show them the tattoo you got real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, let's see the tattoo.
About the ghost
yeah,
face?
we haven't seen it. Yeah, I'm about to say no one's seen it.
You talking about the ghost face?
Yeah.
It's been a while, you know?
Hey, they about to sue your channel.
I don't, yeah. Nah, but how was it? How have y'all been? Y'all been good? Everybody been good on the show?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I've just been chilling, really.
We celebrated our Halloween on Friday. We went to Six Flags, Fright Fest. Had fun.
Yeah, I forgot.
But fuck Six Flags. They can kiss my
hey,
ass.
why don't you talk about that? Yeah,
okay.
Just go ahead and tell them. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
You just tell them.
First off, fuck you, Six Flags. So, I don't do rides that go backwards or spin. I get dizzy, and backwards scares the shit out of me. I don't like that. So, okay, we was going to go on Runaway Mountain. The fire alarm was pulled. We couldn't go on that. Okay, fine. Now, we
like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of time because the lines were long. So I was like, all right, let's do the Batman. That's my favorite ride. Okay, cool. We go up there. We wait. We get through the line. We're having fun talking shit. You know, we walking through the line, talking about all the bad bitches that we see. My girl sitting right next to her. She slaps me in the back of the head. A good old time, right? So we get to the ride and we waiting. Okay, cool. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm ready. My leg's about to dangle like I'm a 3-year-old. Let's get the fuck going. We get in there. We close the gate. We go to grab the seatbelt and plug it in, and the motherfucking seatbelts are too short. So they come over, and they make a big scene to me, and they're talking about, okay, well, let's do this. So they grab it. I thought she was about to brag my dick, but I wasn't going to complain. Okay, cool.
I felt my balls just...
I'm telling you. So they're trying to pull them. Now, mind you, I've read the Batman a million times, so it wouldn't click. Now, we was probably an 8.
Yeah, an 8, like an inch. Like, that was
a little bit of push, and it clicked in. They said, okay. They just stopped and said, okay, y'all can exit through the gate. We looked at each other like,
wow. I was like, what the fuck?
So I asked, I said, are you telling me we're too big for this ride? Well, you can exit through the gate. Man, fuck you, bitch. Fuck Six Flags.
Fuck Six Flags, man.
Fuck y'all.
Six Flags, man.
Was like the Fright Fest part? Was the
Say
Fright
what?
Fest party fun? Like
It was
the
okay.
Yeah, it was for the Fright Fest.
And Fright
Was it-
Fest, they only had like one person dressed up scaring people. But I understand the pandemic. But then the icing on the fucking cake, we're like, all right, we're gonna go to IHOP afterwards. But let's get a turkey leg for tomorrow because I love turkey legs. It's a tradition. So we go, we get in line. Once again, we're having fun, talking shit, like we do. We get up. Hey man, we want 2 turkey legs. Oh, now mind you, it's
10:30.
10:45.
Yeah, it was like 10:30 or something.
No, it was 10:45, and the park closes at 11. They said, "Oh, well, you'll have to come back in 15 minutes just before we can take your order." I said, "You know what? Let's get the fuck out of here." All night they screwed us.
Yeah, it was a real fucking.
I mean, don't get me wrong. My girl, me, and Nick, we had a great time just being together, having fun, talking, and just walking around. But the rides, not getting to ride a ride, not getting to get a turkey leg, that was bullshit. It kind of made the night worse, but it is.
Y'all
I
ever
should
see
have came
like
on over to Retro's Halloween party. It was a blast.
Well, we did that on Friday.
Well, nobody invited me.
I sent Nick the invitation.
To be fair, I was out of it. I was real fucking bummed after Fright Fest, to be honest.
I sent the invitation.
Man, I'd have put my Thor costume on, and with my Mjolnir, I'd have gone and had fun.
Is that what it's called?
Mjolnir, I think.
Yeah.
I always mispronounce it.
Mjolnir? Yeah, I was about to say
Mjolnir.
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 Yeah, but I mispronounced it for fun. Like in Thor 2, when she's like, "Oh, it's Mew Mew." Nobody.
It's Mew Mew.
Yeah.
She-Hoen.
Well, what we do need to talk about is things that are actually getting serious in the world, and we want to talk about the rise of COVID cases. And it seems like quarantine is getting a little bit more and more stricter again.
Good
I just want to know
shit.
how everybody.
Good. It needs to go back to being strict.
They will go back short. I don't know when, but I can see it coming. They will go back to essential workers only in the very near future.
Yep. Easy clap.
And it's ridiculous because I understand wearing a mask sucks. I hate it. Now we have to wear it all through work, and I'm by myself in a warehouse, but yet I have to wear one. But okay, fine. So people don't want to wear their mask. They don't want to follow the rules, and I understand. Yeah, they suck. They really do. But there's a reason we're doing it. It's to try to prevent it. But the people keep partying. People keep getting next to strangers with no mask. So yeah, that's what's going to happen.
And there's still people like not wearing
Who's
masks.
partying? Who you pointing at? Jackson?
I think it's me. I think.
Wherever Elijah is, I'm pointing at him.
No,
he's down below.
Well, the people that I surround myself with are definitely people that work from home and stay away from everybody.
Yo, his face. I'm sorry, his face. Hey, do that one more time, Jackson. That shit was so funny. That shit was so funny.
No, but I mean, honestly, like the people that were here and at my party are people that work from home and people that take the virus seriously. And also, I made a lot of people check their temperature and things before they came here. So, like, I took my precautions, and it wasn't, like to the point where I felt uncomfortable. But now, like going towards the holidays, like I understand, and I'm actually backing up a little bit.
I'll see you on Thanksgiving.
Ooh.
All of you. No.
I say don't skip out on me again.
So is Dallas spiking? Is Dallas spiking again?
Everywhere it's spiking. There was 100,000 cases
everywhere
in one
spiking.
day.
It hasn't really stopped. It just keeps increasing. It's constant right now.
Yeah.
For the past 2 months, I believe it's just going up.
Can it survive the cold? Like most viruses die when it gets cold.
They said that the cold was actually the heat was supposed to kill this one, apparently, is what they said.
Yeah, so it's supposed to get worse. So they're saying go ahead and cancel Thanksgiving, go ahead and cancel Christmas. Again, I'm
Oh
only
God.
going to spend Christmas with my immediate family
Yep.
and people I know who are trying to stay away from everybody because, again, like
Mhm.
it is getting serious. It was serious before, and it just felt like everywhere around us was okay, and so we all said okay. We wore our masks, but there's still people that aren't wearing masks, and it's
No, I wear a mask
creating,
everywhere.
yeah, man.
What
It's
was it?
creating a problem.
Yeah, the thing, like literally, the thing that I've been exposed like with the most people was definitely that little Six Flags thing. But even then, I wasn't even close to people like that, you know. And we were all keeping kind of our
Yep.
distance.
I mean,
But yeah, that's
I got two coworkers that have been diagnosed with COVID. They're both back now, but I mean, they spent the 2 weeks in quarantine and they had to get retested. Uh, and they don't do nothing but go to work and go home.
yeah. I do deliveries here and there, and the motherfucker's sitting on the porch. I don't hand shit to nobody. You
Nope.
know, you know what
Right?
I'm
That's what I'm
saying?
talking about.
I ain't handing the motherfucker shit.
Hand free delivery.
Exactly. I'm like, nah, we
But
ain't
with
doing all that.
the COVID cases rising, we have something else rising in our country. We do have our election going on. It's been
Mm.
a fucking week, and our elections are still going on. We're still counting every ballot, which is fair, I believe. And I want to pass this off to y'all. I want to hear y'all's opinions, and let's go for it.
I got to do this. All right. So I understand wanting to count all of the votes for every state and yada yada yada. I get it. Every vote matters. Every vote counts, especially in these swing states that we currently see right now. Like fucking Georgia, they were like, hell yeah, we won, but gone. They gone. Georgia's blue. So like, I think right now Joe Biden has 264 electoral votes, and then Trump has 214. Like
It depends
mathematically,
where you read. It's either 264 for Associated Press, and 253, and for everywhere else. So
basically Donald Trump has mathematically been eliminated from the playoffs. Like, I mean, there's a 0% chance he can win at this point.
Yeah, it's coming there.
But I mean,
And
but now
it's
we
not
got
a 0%. There's still a small
yeah, about to say it's like
lane.
15%, right? Something like that.
he's got
15, 20.
10% chance to win. I'll give him a 10%.
Yeah, about to say it's like a 15, 20%, but it's not very, you know, it's not
Sometimes
very
that's
big.
all you need.
It's true.
I gotta tell you though, we have safety meetings at work, and one of the meeting topics on Monday was we work a lot in downtown Dallas. I believe no matter who wins, there's going to be people
It's so.
protesting, rioting. They're going to be in downtown Dallas acting stupid, acting crazy. I'm talking about both sides.
Oh,
So
this shit's gonna go crazy. Like
I'm
these
telling you,
protests, it's gonna go wild. And
and
have,
they told us that if we're in downtown Dallas and we see people gathering, call the office, let them know you're coming back because you'll get stuck there, your truck will get damaged, whatever.
yeah.
I think the longer it goes on, the more tempers are going to flare, the more anxious people are going to be. I'm just so fucking ready for it to be over with. I hate election time. I hate the commercials. I hate wondering who it is. But yes, we have to count every vote. It has to be fair. No matter what, somebody's going to cry about it. It don't matter. Let's get
Stop the
this over
count.
with. Yeah, I wish we could. But I mean, it's too long. I didn't agree. I don't agree with the mail-in ballots. I understand them, but I don't agree with them. Because that's what's taking so long is all the mail-in votes, and I just, I just wish it was over with. I really do. I don't
Yeah,
want to
there
deal
were.
with this
Well,
next week.
Yeah,
well, I do want to say the mail-in votes. Let's be fair, and people say they don't agree with them, but the biggest turnout was in 1900 or 1908, one of the two. I can't remember, but it's the biggest turnout, and that was a mail-in also vote.
Damn.
Yeah.
So again, people were at home.
Yeah, people don't want to travel.
I think,
So things that happened, and we didn't have a system like we have as now for
Mhm.
voting to count them. So back then, it took this long, and
Oh
we're
yeah.
just not used to that. So
Mhm.
my thing when it comes to mail-in ballots, I understand why mail-in ballots during COVID are a thing because I
Oh,
actually
100%.
have sick grandparents. My grandmother has dementia and other things that are going on. Um, and like you can only get her at a certain point of time. You can only get
yeah,
her mind on track for a certain and
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm saying it's regardless of what's going on, that person that is there, that person who lived this life has a choice to say what she wants to say. And
Mhm.
and I know people are gonna be like, oh well, she's not all the way there and blah 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 blah. But regardless, even if my grandma no, seriously,
No, no,
I thought
I
about
wasn't
this.
laughing. I wasn't laughing
No, no,
at the situation. I was just laughing at like the blah blah blah.
I no, no, no. I've laughed about it myself. No, seriously. But I think people will think, oh well, these older people aren't there, blah blah blah. Like, but this older lady that has these issues that comes around every few often to be herself, which happened to be this election. Again, no matter how you feel or what you feel, she made her choice. And she, before everything happened, she went in this election knowing what was going on. So something brought her back to make possibly her last vote. And I'm just saying, that alone means something to me
Yes.
personally. And I feel that's what makes me think that every vote counts because this woman went through the Civil War. I mean, not Civil War, the Civil Rights.
Oh,
Right? Damn.
I was like, shit.
My mom was
Sorry.
right there with her. Don't worry. My mom was in the
She
Civil War
went.
too.
She my my grandmother went through the Civil Rights and shit like that. So like, something in this election means enough to bring her brain back to where she can be enough. Now, I'm not saying it's a cure for everything and everybody should look out for.
Right.
I'm just saying there's something that triggered in her mind. I have to vote and I have to be an American because I went through certain things and I feel like I need to do this. And that's powerful to me to fight
Yeah.
through a sickness like that, to feel like you have to still do your civic duty. And that's why I think every vote should count, regardless. Every
Mhm.
vote should count. Mail in person, things in that nature.
Yep.
100%.
And
100%.
sick or not, it's her God-given right, American right to vote. And I'm glad she was able to vote. I'm glad she got the clear mind to do it. I really am, brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. But I mean, but
That's
also,
beautiful.
I mean, for all Americans though,
Hmm.
again, I understand we're not used to mail-in ballots, but this is something like as of COVID, we kind of have to get used to because there are so many people that do have uh, s- uh, illnesses,
Hmm.
and that could affect them from COVID. And we
Yeah.
have to stop and think about them, even though we understand we're used to going out and voting and voting in these polls. There are people that we're not even thinking about that has these pre-existing health conditions that now can't go out because they're terrified because of the rise in COVID cases. So though that's just my thought on the mail in and everything that's going on because now maybe this is showing us something that we never actually thought about before. We never thought about these people. We never thought about how many of them have pre-existing health conditions and that are terrified to go out and get
That's true.
this disease, this virus.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Mhm.
Like, it's making us kind of realize that we need to be more precautious of older people because they're having to deal with all these health problems,
Yes.
and then they can't even go outside. Some can't. Some honestly, like I said, I do deliveries, and sometimes these people are like absolutely afraid. Like,
For
like
sure.
they'll just be waiting like for their packages and stuff, and they'll just be like they'll just go like that and. Just drop them off. Hey, it's cool. I'm not. I
Yep.
ain't trying to catch nothing either. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Hey,
So,
hey.
like I said, it can be very scary for them for sure, like 100%. We're just blessed to kind of be young in an era that's so
Yeah.
wild and confusing.
True. And it's a lot of things that go back with it. And again, I'm who I am. I'm not disagreeing with whoever's on what side because I have people on both sides. I and I want the best for whatever comes next, to be honest with y'all, because I'm
Yes.
terrified. And I don't want to
Low
get
key.
deep, but as a person of color in this country, I'm terrified of if Biden does win. I'm not saying all Trump supporters, but there's a margin of those Trump supporters that will look at me a different and certain way because he has accepted certain things. And you got to be worried about that type of shit.
Yeah, it's a wild thing. It's there's gonna be
I just want my
riots if
friends and family to be safe. That's it.
say what?
I just want my friends and family to be safe. Like
Mhm.
Biden's more than likely going to win the election. And there's going to be a lot of very upset people about it because I mean, you know how it goes. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Trump supporters aren't going to take this election laying down. They're going to definitely raise a ruckus if
But can I say
Trump.
there are some that are there are some people that say, you know what? America has spoken. There
Mhm.
are a lot of Republicans that agree that America's spoken and not we it's not declared yet. It's not declared yet. I'm not going to go and declare anything. But there are Republicans that say, "Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Like, yeah, it's happening, but we have the Senate. As of
Mhm.
now, we have the Senate. There's a brighter future. But again, now I don't necessarily I don't know. Maybe the Senate being Republican and the president being Democratic and the House being Democratic, maybe now we can come up with policies together.
A
It's
balance,
gonna
if
be
you will.
it's
Checks
gonna
and
be the same.
balances.
It's
Mhm.
gonna be the same system as Obama, man. It's gonna be the same setup. Like Biden's gonna try to get things passed, and the House and the or not, the Senate's gonna be like, yeah, fuck you, and they're not gonna let anything go through.
I
I'm not.
understand that.
I'm not
I
advocating
understand
for.
that.
I'm not
Hey,
advocating.
what is the Senate right now? Let me see.
I'm
Well,
just
we
speaking.
can go into some runoffs for the Senate. And Jackson, I understand that. It could be like that. It really could. But
Yeah, it
also
could.
I see hope. I see hope of the future. Because I actually
I,
saw Mitch McConnell come out himself. Mitch McConnell come out himself and actually say to his opponent, congratulations, you did a good job. He did that. He did that, and I was shocked that he did that. Now, Lindsey Graham, on the other hand, can eat a fucking dick.
You heard it here first, folks.
You heard it here, live on the Nikolai Capone podcast. Lindsey Graham can eat a
Eat a
dick.
fucking cock.
Oh shit! 10 out of 10.
That's how I feel. I'm sorry. Listen, I got Republican homies, I got Democratic homies, I got independent homies, but Lindsey Graham can eat a fat cock. You heard it here. I'm gonna say it again. Lindsey Graham can eat a cock. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care if they take this fucking off the internet. Cock eating ass bitch. Fuck Lindsey Graham.
Damn, hold on.
Anyway,
We need to get. Hold on, we need to get a diss beat in here.
Anyways, so how y'all
I don't feel
but
like
no,
that.
but with all of that, with everyone and tempers flaring and everything going on, we got protests building up. We got Trump supporters getting mad and beating on windows and telling them to stop the count and do the count. Not only do we have all that, we got Kanye in the 1% club for his votes.
No, I don't want to hear
That's
it.
my boy, Ye.
These nuts got
Oh
9%.
yeah, these nuts. I forgot about that.
Can we just get a moment of silence for Kanye and what's his name, Joe Jorgensen? You know, Jorgensen's at like 7%, and you know, you
Wait, what
try.
is?
You
No,
get a
Joe
participation
Jordan.
trophy.
She had like 1%, I think. Like
He had 1.2%. Joe
Was that
Jurgensen
what it
Yeah.
had
was? Yeah.
1.2%.
I'm sorry, but in a two-party system like this, dude, stop voting independent. I get you don't want to vote for, you don't want to vote for any evil. You know what I mean? But come on, at this point, dude, just
Better the devil you know than the devil
yeah,
you don't.
exactly. That was a good analogy
I mean,
right there.
I honestly
But
do not ever see an independent being elected. I don't. I really don't.
About
but
saying not with this two-party system, 100%.
I
well,
only
with the
see an
part
independent getting elected if they're a Mandalorian.
yeah, we'll get back
I ain't
on
gonna front.
Mandalorian later. That's
Yo,
later.
yeah,
That's later. That's
it's
later.
later.
That's a fact though. That's
That's a
later.
fact,
But
yo. I would 100% if someone was like, "Yo, I'm a Mandalorian, stand by me. We'll we'll get this shit really done." I'm gonna believe him. I'm gonna vote.
but I mean, like in all honesty, with things going on, how things are, I want to know how everybody feels about, um, the points of the electoral group with the popular vote. You don't have to say who you voted for or how. Like, I want a unbiased opinion from this podcast because that's what we're here for. We're not here to say who we voted for. We're not
Yeah,
here to stir the pot. We're here to talk about everything. We're here to discuss amongst each other as friends, and that's what we are. We want to
Okay.
set that example, and I want to know how everybody here feels. An unbiased opinion. Again, I'm going to read the numbers to y'all. We got Joe Biden electoral votes. Again, wherever you
yeah.
look, it's
I'm on Google.
electoral 264
Yeah, same thing.
or 253 with the popular vote of 74 million and counting. And you have Trump with 214 with the popular vote of 40 of 70 million and
Yes, sir.
counting.
Let me start by saying I think the electoral vote is maybe it's because I don't completely understand it. I thought when we created this country, it was a unanimous decision on who was president. I thought that's what the Constitution was. I thought that's how that voting was supposed to be. The majority of people figure out and they decide. They voted by majority. So even though now the popular of the majority will vote for one, it won't matter because they didn't get the electoral votes. I think that's dumb as shit. I think that's just another way for the government to fuck. I think it should be a popular vote. It don't matter who would win. I think it's by popular vote that's what should win, but it doesn't matter if you win popular vote. It does not. It's all about the electoral and the swing states.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, oh,
I
okay.
think
Let
it's a
Jackson go.
it's like a flaw. Everything is a flawed system. You're never going to find
Mm-hmm.
anything that
Hmm.
works perfectly. I mean, I get how the electoral system works. Like, you have your large your large cities within these states that have like the most amount of people in them that have the most power. So whenever these cities vote, that's like what determines like if you live in BFE and like out in like Murchison, Texas, with a population of 600 people,
Mhm.
Your vote, I hate to tell you, but your vote really ain't gonna matter that much.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But
facts.
it is what it is. So unfortunately, people just go for the electoral college votes because they feel like if they go into these, if they can win the big cities and all these like
Mhm.
in all these states, then that's their shot at the presidency. That's how you win. But
Yeah.
again, they in theory by going to the big cities, you're reaching more people. And so like I think it's flawed in some ways, but
Yeah.
uh, I think rather than blame the electoral college, I think we should just dismantle a two-party system and do something more geared for the modern era, something that's more sufficient, something that gives people more options, something that really that isn't like this.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I don't think the electoral system is the greatest system. However, it is. I do agree with it because, again, like Jackson said, large states could just go ahead and bless you, could go ahead and dang, you dying over there. Anyway, larger states could just go ahead and override the smaller states, and then there's also the general. Let's face it. Let's really face it, everybody in the podcast, everybody watching. Let's face it. A lot of the general population, they're most likely sheep and don't understand politics. Like in
Yeah.
in a certain degree, like to a certain degree, they just don't understand politics and what's actually happening in the world.
Mhm.
So they
They vote
don't
by
have
what color
they
they are,
don't have
red
what?
or blue. They
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they only vote for their side,
Yeah,
red
yeah,
or blue.
and
Doesn't matter.
if they're not getting the right, all the information, they're just gonna go ahead choose, and then they're voting for policies that don't make sense. It's just the electoral college is just it's an important system, but do I agree with how it's set up?
I mean, so the whole reason that the whole reason that Dallas didn't turn blue this year is the fact that Fort Worth has so much
Dallas
like
was blue.
ring
Dallas
to
was
it.
blue.
Yeah, Dallas was
Texas.
blue. Yeah,
But Fort Worth
I
has
see
so
that.
many people that live within Tarrant County that as soon as Tarrant County is no longer red, like I can foresee Texas being
Tarrant
blue
County
for
Yo,
was
this shit
was
is
blue.
crazy. Yeah, this shit
No,
is honestly crazy.
Tarrant County turned blue actually.
Fort Worth.
After the final count, Tarrant County is blue. Go look it up. It's not our metropolitan areas.
I
We
thought it
have
was Fort Worth.
more. We have it. Tarrant County is Fort Worth,
Oh,
but
Tarrant County's Fort Worth. Oh, my bad.
we have more rural areas than we do metropolitan areas than other states. So the more rural areas outbid us. We're technically a damn near a fucking blue state.
That's
But we
wild.
got too many
That's actually
old people
fucking
living
wild.
in the out branches.
Too
Texas
many
is
old
saying
people
Sue,
living in the farms.
hey, don't hate on
Nah,
farm people,
But
bro.
yo, shout out to the farmers, bro. I
but
couldn't eat. I literally couldn't eat without you.
facts. But
Facts.
true. But to be honest, like again, I'm not trying to step on toes. I'm not trying to be biased.
Man, fuck it. Just step on all the toes. You know what? Just step on the damn foot. You know what I mean? Don't even go all.
Fuck it. You know what?
Yeah.
I've been sober. I've been sober for damn near 2 weeks, and then I
Oh,
took a drink
hell
tonight.
no. Don't
Look,
do
let me
that.
tell y'all something. I took a drink tonight. Look, Biden is going to be 46, and I'm not trying to be rude, but you know what? He's going to be 46, and people aren't going to be able to deal with it. Shit's going to go down. But hear me out. The people have spoke. People have again. I understand it. I understand you have Republican ways, and you feel like you have to vote Republican, but you don't have to be under that umbrella of somebody who does not represent you or anybody in front of you. Okay, you can be under America. You can be under the flag that people fought for. We can work together. We can grow together. I know shit might not be what people want right now, but we can do this shit together at this point. At this point, if people are wanting to change, instead of going under a fucking hype beast that just can't fucking back down, I'm
That's so
sorry.
funny.
I want people to understand that, like, I want people to understand that there's people that fought for this country that don't get any recognition. That at this point they're gonna get some fucking recognition because people are gonna start educating each other the right way. And me personally, I think this is the right path for all of us. Now, I'm not saying technically Joe Biden is the right path for everybody,
Oh
but I'm
yeah.
saying the right path is to get away from someone who I personally feel is trying to divide us.
I can agree with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean,
Before go on.
no, go on. I love that Dragon Ball Z shirt you have.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Like,
From Six
Well,
Flags.
you know what? Just go ahead. Just go ahead and show it up.
Six
That's
No,
it.
Flags.
flaunt
Like,
it, flaunt it.
That shirt's fucking fire. Oh
And
yeah, that shirt is fire.
yes, Six Flags says Dragon Ball Z.
You can go now.
All right. So before we move on to the next subject or something else, there's something I got to say. All right, we all know that the KKK and the NRA have always backed Trump. Are we agreed in that?
Oh yeah, I don't really see anything wrong with the NRA, to be honest.
I don't know
They're
about
always
the
gonna
KKK. That's probably just rumors, but the NRA, who have
Proud
at
Boys
times
stand by.
been called a racist organization. So what surprised me about Biden's administration is about the mining association that did not back him. The mining
Oh,
association.
we baby, yeah, that shit was done. As soon as he said what he said, that shit was done.
The mining association said that they were not going to back Biden, and Biden was extremely upset and hurt about this. And he went on Twitter and he said, "I don't understand why they're not backing me. I love miners."
Yeah, when he
oh my God.
He gets
say what, Jackson?
I said you're fucking stupid.
Yeah, yeah, like when he said what he said, that was over.
Well, nobody was. It was getting too serious. So somebody needs a smile.
No,
Okay.
No, it's funny, bro. But but seriously, I like to know how y'all feel about the election has been almost after tomorrow 5 days long, and it's
Oh, it's gonna be
ongoing,
longer.
and
It's gonna be longer.
it might be. It's
He's
gonna be
ask
longer,
for the
and
recount. That's what it is. He's gonna ask for the
I'm ready
recount.
it to be over,
Well-
man. I'm ready for the shit to be over with. I'm tired of
Mhm.
seeing like all the hate mongering everywhere. I'm tired of. I want to see. I mean, obviously, I think I don't like Joe Biden. I don't like Trump. But the thing
Yeah,
is,
I
I
was
think
say.
Joe Biden is like the lesser of two evils at this point, and I think maybe this will help try to dissolve so much tension. I mean, at least some hate that's going on in the world. And
Yes.
I want to see some peace.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm done with it as well because
Yes.
it actually shows like how ill-informed like a lot of Americans are about
Mhm.
the politics that run in this country.
exactly.
Like, bro, like sometimes these people are just I don't know, bro. Like, I'm like, where are you all? Do you all live under a rock? Like, you know what I mean? And like,
They're just uneducated. is
yeah,
all.
like I mean, it's like it's not even to be like mean. I just their
No.
ignorance on this is just a little too much for me. You know what I mean?
We-
Like,
we
get
never-
informed.
Nobody on this podcast, we say what we say, but we don't say it to offend anybody. Like Richard said, it's just a bunch of friends talking about how we feel. We're not saying it to offend nobody. We're just giving our honest opinions, and that's what they are, opinions. So I hope nobody's getting offended, and if you are, then you're on the wrong show.
Yeah, about to say.
Exactly.
I think at
But
least
can I
every
say-
episode.
Can I say one thing though? Like, listen,
Say it.
I know Biden might not be everybody's choice, but Kamala Harris is, to me, and you might not agree with everything she says. I'm sorry, regardless, thumbs down or not, she's an inspiration. And my thing is, listen,
An
a
inspiration
lot
to
of
the kitchen. No, I'm just.
Listen,
You know, it's a joke.
listen,
It's a joke.
She's
It's a
listen,
joke. It's
I
a
don't care.
joke.
I don't care what you say about policies. I don't care what you say about what she did this, what she did that. Listen, y'all don't see a lot of person of color. Regardless, she will be the first woman and the first person of color to be the vice president. And I'm sorry, regardless.
get that.
Listen, I hate Spider-Man. Right? I hate Spider-Man. Hear me out. I hate Peter Parker himself. But guess what? When they gave a chance to that little boy Miles Morales in that black suit with that red painting, he said, "What's up, danger?" and he did it. So all I'm saying is to all the women, all the people of color out there, it is possible. People may not agree with what you say or what you do, but you can do it regardless of what you do. Republican, Democratic, you can be far right, far left. You can make some wrong decisions, but guess what? No
Please
matter
don't be far
what,
right or far left.
you can do it.
All I'm gonna
Please
say
don't.
about Kamala Harris is this: she holds the highest record of incarcerating African American individuals in a city out of anybody ever from the state that she's from. Like to a point where
Can you
it's
tell
like
me what years? Can you tell me what years that was? Because I could probably tell you why that happened, but I don't want to go into that. But anyways, we do have some light news.
Yeah, let's steer
All I'm
off from the
saying is, like,
politics.
this is something that people can ignore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be aware of all the facts. Like, I think that Biden is the best choice.
I am aware of those facts, and again, I am aware of Joe Biden's
No,
facts
no.
of incarceration.
Yeah, I'm
But
about to say
I'm not. I'm again. It all stems back to the Republican Party, and I don't want to be that person. But again, we're moving on to something light and easy, and it's. I don't know. Has anyone watched The Mandalorian?
I just got Disney Plus today.
you could have just asked me.
Well, I know. I'm sorry.
Well,
Just
it looks like we're not
today.
talking about-
I know what
we're
it
not
is.
talking about
I know what Mandalorian is. Yeah. I just haven't seen none of it except for the commercials.
You could have just
We can't
asked
talk
me
about
for
it
it.
then. We can't talk about it then.
No, go ahead.
Just mute.
I mean, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. Like, I mean, I like Star Wars, but I'm not 100%
Fuck
into it.
out.
I'm feeling like Elijah, Lord of the Rings vibes right now.
I'm one of those guys.
Like, I can't, like, when Retro said, I don't do Lord of the Rings, like, I think everybody was just like...
The last Star Wars movie I saw was the first one with Rey. I didn't watch any after yet.
I don't blame you.
I mean, yeah, don't. But I mean, in all honesty, like, King G just got Disney Plus. Like, bro, check it out. Mandalorian's amazing. I mean,
so fire.
It's so fire. Like, when you want to watch a...
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I need to tell y'all that we finished what is it called?
The Boys?
The Boys, yeah.
Yes!
That show is so fucking good. If you have not watched The Boys, go watch The Boys. Like,
now, on season 3 premieres, you're damn so right. Good. We'll be right there with you talking about it.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It shouldn't have took us that long. I apologize. But
I need you to read the comics.
I don't read comics. I'm going to be honest. I don't even read manga.
I don't have time to read a book.
I'm illiterate. No.
I can't read. I don't even know how to dial 911. I don't know the number for it.
I can't even read between the lines.
I don't even know what's in between the lines.
Wait, there's lines? Of what? Drugs?
That y'all are tripping. But y'all like The Boys, there are some crazy ass issues of the comics. What y'all saw in the show is only 30% in the comics. Like, the comics are fucking raunchy, they're dirty, they go all the fucking way.
Wait, define dirty. Like, are you talking about, like, I have to go take a shower after this, or like,
I'm talking,
y'all haven't even seen Hero-gasm. Like,
Hero-gasm?
Please tell me that's going to be a season 3.
I hope so, because
Hero-gasm. No, I'm not looking it up.
Look it up. Don't do it, Josh.
All I gotta say is drugs, sex, an island, and superheroes.
Oh, so my life. Sentinel Island.
no, I'm talking about you. That's just the 4. I didn't say nothing. That's not even the spoiler.
Wow.
I'm talking about 100%. Like whatever y'all see in the show,
We
think
ain't seen
10
shit.
times, 20 times more. I'm not even playing with y'all. Like it's wild. It's a wild world.
Man.
Like
You think Amazon's gonna tone it down?
Hell
They
no.
They
already
already
did,
toned it
and
down. Yeah, I'm about to say, have
they
they
already
already toned it
did.
down?
I
Okay.
can't. I don't want to go so far. I don't want to tell y'all things. Again, Mr. Capone. I don't want to say too. It's that crazy to where I'm scared to say some shit on your show.
Okay, well, we'll just keep it off then. You can tell me like privately.
I'll tell y'all on
After
the
show.
back end. But listen, we need to talk about how Mando is fire. King G, you need to watch it. If you
Who's
ain't watched
Mando?
it, you missing out. The
That's what
Mandalorian.
they call him.
I'm
Yeah,
joking.
yeah. I was
I'm
say that's
joking.
just what they call him.
Yeah, I'm joking.
All I'll say about the new episode is it was great. It was a great episode. It was.
I heard vice versa.
Is Baby Yoda still
It's a
alive? That's all I
filler.
care about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel the new episode's a filler. But I can tell you, me personally, what I know about Star Wars lore and history, it's gonna lead to something that people aren't expecting next week. So I don't want to say much more. I just want to say
Damn.
watch it, and by next week you'll be super surprised, and things are gonna happen. And yeah, man, it's a fucking great show.
Was it
It is.
was it more of a filler or more of a
Slow start.
plot starter? Yeah, like
It's a
a slow
definite
start.
filler. It's a
talking about
definite filler.
Episode 2?
Yes.
I haven't
Yes.
seen episode 2 yet.
Episode.
I thought you seen it.
No, I saw episode 1 of season 2. I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
what?
Yeah, I need
Well,
to go see
no
it.
no spoilers, but I will say it's a filler. But I want to say if you are a Mandalorian fan or a Star Wars fan, and you've been paying attention and keeping up, you will know that this episode may lead to something deeper and something awesome. And I just want everybody to know it's going to be
Boba
amazing.
Fett?
He gone.
I'm not spoiling nothing.
Oh,
There's more to
okay.
this
If it leads to
season.
Boba Fett, that's gonna be fire.
There's
Yeah,
more.
yeah, yeah.
There's more
Don't
to
tell
the
me. Don't
season.
tell me. Yeah, don't tell me.
There's more to the season than y'all know, and I just want y'all to understand that. But again, that is actually everything we have tonight on our topics. Again, we got a lot coming in. Next week we'll probably have our president. We'll have a lot more movie news.
Hopefully.
And whatever's coming in, Mr. Capone, I'll make sure I try to catch that for you.
Damn, I look like I'm about to go to sleep. What the hell? Anyway.
That's the roof. You have to do your drink.
Oh, okay. Hey, I was wondering why I'm getting so tired.
I'll be over soon.
Oh, God. Anyway, I just want to go ahead. Thank everybody for coming back. It was we didn't do the podcast for a second, but we're gonna be back every week, every Friday, 7 p.m. Or if we change the time, we got to find something more. I don't know, like suited towards everybody. So, I don't know. But I do want to say that I want to eventually get the podcast going for more episodes a week. Maybe not necessarily an hour, probably like 30 minutes or something. You never know. But anyway, let's go ahead, close it out. To my right, the producer of the show,
Retro.
my guy.
Retro EJ, I'm here, bro, and you
Damn,
can
that
catch
shirt
me
is
on
fire.
Retro.
Damn.
Right?
I didn't notice the shirt. That's actually fire. That's a fire shirt.
Is that Farouk?
I
No,
ordered it from the Kendrick Lamar album, Damn, and I got an autograph from Kendrick himself and saw him
fire.
the same year.
Yeah.
But yeah, You can catch me retro_detro on Instagram at any time. And also, I'm gonna plug in our short film because we weren't here for it. Odium
Yes.
Sui. Go
Yeah.
check it out on the Nikolai Capone YouTube. Just please show us some love. We got some more coming
Yes.
out. Mr. Capone is gonna connect with me. We're gonna do some more. Let's do it.
Yeah, I want to try to do something towards what was it? Towards the end of November, and hopefully we can get it out. Maybe.
I got a friend that
I,
said he finished writing he's trying to write a horror movie that's kind of like that's similar to Reservoir Dogs in a way.
wait, who?
This guy I know.
Oh,
So
okay. I was like, wait, where did that come from? I was like, did you write it? Or are you talking to Elijah behind the scenes? I don't know.
no, I was just throwing that out there.
Oh. And then top right, we got my boy King Jackson.
What's up? Follow me on Twitter at King Jackson. Also, I have it's in my profile on Twitter. I want to do voice acting, so if you ever have some inquiries or anything, hit me up. I'm always available.
Man, forget voice acting, bro. Just it's time for you to dive in. It's time for you to just go full actor.
Yeah, my
Hollywood.
main character from Odium Sui right here. You know what I'm talking about?
And then we have Cowboy Boss. Go ahead, let him know.
It's your boy King G. You can catch me at Twitter at the Real King G100. You can catch me on Instagram.
It's this
The
way.
real,
Well, it's like more that way.
you can catch me on Instagram at the Real King G100. We love you, you beautiful fucking people. Keep watching us. Share. Tell your friends. Tell your side chicks. Tell your girls. Tell your stepdaddy. Tell everybody about us. Come see us.
Tell your dog.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't
Tell
know
your
why
dog.
people say that. Like dogs can't watch it, but you know.
Oh, and mine and Nikolai Capone's joint OnlyFans is coming soon, like Mike Jones'
Okay,
album.
dude. Okay, dude.
It's coming, y'all. He done said it already once.
I'm done with him. Anyway, you know who it is. It's Nikolai Capone. Man, I gotta
It's your
say,
boy Nikolai
yeah,
Capone
it's your
coming
boy
on.
Nikolai Capone. Man, I between like the end of October and November, I've had like almost 50,000 views. So I want to like go ahead and thank y'all. Y'all are really
Mm.
like showing me love on all the videos. So shout out to y'all. What took me a year to do with 100,000 views, dude, I did it in like less than a month. Like half of it less than a month. It's fucking wild. So y'all are like really blowing up my channel. I always appreciate y'all. Love
Nah,
y'all.
thank you, Mr. Capone. Thank you for giving us the content. Thank you for working hard. Thank you for doing everything you do. Not only do you give us content, you make a lot of people's dreams come true. And I don't think a lot of people give you credit for that. So we need to tell you thank you.
Absolutely.
Stop
Thank you
it,
for having
man.
us.
Nah, man, y'all. I need y'all, man. Without y'all, shoot,
It's a
really,
pleasure
like
to be
you
here.
know, like I definitely want to like shout out like each of y'all individually. Like literally, without Jackson, I don't know if I would have continued the podcast because he was like my first guest. And then I'm terrible with organization, so Retro's really been helping me with that.
Mm.
And then my original co-host King G, fucking great dude. Ironically like I was more of his sidekick than anything. Like it was pretty. Like we had a cool little dynamic with that show. But I think everybody really shines on this one. So I appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you, man.
Thank you for making
That's
my
it.
dreams come true, Nick.
We're working.
What was it? All right. So
No.
I think that's really it. Anything else y'all want to say? I mean,
I do.
Let's wrap this shit up.
Richie from Fantasy Football League, if you're watching this, fuck you. I'm fucking you this week in fantasy football. Message me back, bitch.
bitch. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I hope you watch this too.
Oh my God, Mr. Capone. It's
I
gonna.
love it.
Can we gotta go.
I'm
Yeah,
out
we
of
gotta
here.
go. We have been on. How long has this podcast been going? It's been going on for about almost an hour and a half.
What
Sheesh.
the fuck?
It's
Yeah,
time,
well-
boys. We gotta go.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We'll catch you later. Okay, so I'm gonna do one. Who's gonna get two? Oh, damn, he just left. Yeah. Yo, he just left out this mug, bro. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm just gonna do what y'all want to do? Y'all doing
You're the
one?
you're the boss.
One, he got two. Well, really, it's four. No, I'm just playing. Hold up. Peace.